Hey everybody, James and Katie here from Under 655 Studios.
Thanks, Papa.
Before I get started with the spiel that I wrote, Katie raised an interesting point. If you have not watched Over the Garden Wall without us talking over it,
You should do that first.
yes, go watch it right now. If you, like us, are return viewers, then you might enjoy sharing the experience with us. So just a little explanation. If you don't know what Over the Garden Wall is, well, actually that kind of ties into what we just said, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a delight.
Yeah,
That's
it's a delightful little. It was a mini-series that aired on Cartoon Network back in the fall of 2014, so about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
10 episodes long. Each episode is 10 minutes. It's just a fun little Halloween sort of fantasy type story.
Over the Garden Wall is by Patrick McHale, who worked on Adventure Time and the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. I've heard of Adventure Time, obviously. I didn't really know who worked on it. I just had seen it.
I think he was just he was a creative director for the first 2 seasons or something like that.
Oh, okay. And this little mini-series is based off of the short film Tome of the Unknown, which I have seen it just because it's part of the DVD that I have. So
I didn't know. I had no idea when I was doing my research here. I'd never even heard of it.
Yeah, so it's just like it's a different little story that just kind of was obviously the inspiration for it. And the DVD is pretty cool. It has a music only track as well, for the whole series, which is very nice.
Over the Garden Wall, it sort of tells the tale of these two youngish brothers. I think one's 8, and the other's probably middle school age, or half brothers. And they get sort of lost in this fantastic fantasy type forest, and they have to find their way home. Very reminiscent, I think, of a certain kind of story that's not really told as often anymore, like the sort of Wizard of Oz labyrinth, where the kid gets sucked into this magical world and has to face something, and it's usually a metaphor for something, and then they come back, and it's not clear whether or not it actually happened. Alice in Wonderland is another one. It's nice that it's a little different that the protagonists in this are male. Not that there's anything wrong with them being female, but it seems historically that happens more often. That's one of the things that I liked about this one. The 2 main characters are voiced by, the older brother is voiced by Elijah Wood, who he's perfect for the role. I mean, the character looks like Elijah Wood, and I can't imagine anyone else's voice. The younger brother, Greg, is voiced by an actor called Colin Dean. It doesn't really have, obviously, it's a child character voiced by a child, which is always nice.
Mm-hmm.
And
there was another show, Into the Loud House, I think it's called, a cartoon show that my nephews would watch, and the younger brother, Greg, is in it, the voice, because I was walking through the house.
I think he also does,
and I heard his voice.
He had some
what?
miscellaneous voice work in the Hotel Transylvania movie. So anyway, you look at it, you can't have an extensive career because he's a kid, and now he's probably a teenager. But and then there's Beatrice, probably the third main character, who's voiced by Melanie Linsky, which is a name that you, like myself, probably wouldn't recognize, but you would almost certainly recognize her face.
Mm-hmm.
She has appeared all over the place on TV over the last 15 years or so. I think she appeared in 63 episodes of 2.5 Men, which is certainly not where I recognize her from, because I don't watch that show.
Decent number of episodes, though.
But yeah, that was the most, which is why I felt the need to mention it. But she's been in one-offs of Always Sunny, Key and Peele, Castle Rock, apparently.
Yeah, my first exposure to this was, I think, the fall after it came out, the year later.
Which is probably why I thought that it came out in 2015.
Yeah, my friend Paul was like, Katie, sit down, you have to watch this. Told me nothing about it. Started playing it, and then I heard Elijah Wood, and I was like, what even is this? And then loved the whole thing. Now,
we should probably just preface this with saying that we're not even sure this is exactly how this is going to work. We have made a habit of watching this every around Halloween time every year since it was discovered by Katie. And we thought we might invite our viewers to come and enjoy the experience with us. But, unlike when we're doing a Let's Play, we can't superimpose we can't superimpose our images over the whole episode. I can't imagine that would be cool with YouTube or Cartoon Network. To be honest, I'm a little bit worried that even just having the audio in the background might raise some flags.
Probably it'll catch something.
It'll catch. Well, yeah, but if they give us something that just says you can't monetize this video, I'll be fine. I'm just worried that they're gonna be sorry, it's got too much. You got to take it down.
That's true.
So
we'll see, I guess.
Exactly. We were gonna watch on Hulu, but Hulu's being dumb, so I just bought it on Amazon Prime. If you have Hulu, you can probably watch it there. or Hoopla, or Fubo, which I swear I'm not making up, also have them for free.
It's definitely worth buying the DVD, though.
Yeah. I mean, you can do DVD, Amazon, Google Play, Apple Store, whatever it's called. So, yeah, I mean, with that, just sit yourself down and,
Enjoy.
yeah, get into a position where you can watch something on two screens or watch two things on the same screen. And get ready to press play.
Now. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of just genuinely watching.
Well, and I'm gonna try to keep my commentary in because I know how much you enjoy this.
Not so much. There was a we haven't really seen it yet, but there's a plaque that we just got at work to sell that has a little pumpkin on it that's exactly like this art.
And where shall we end? If dreams can't come true, then why not pretend?
Oh, that was a song. I never caught that.
Now the gentle beckons the leaves as autumn colors fall.
Old Grist. You don't know that. Could be anybody.
In the woods? I mean, convention scene.
What are we doing out here? We're
walking home.
Rick, I think we're lost.
Could be. At the very least, it's someone with an axe. Sure sounds like an axe.
That'd be very quiet.
What's going on?
So you're slapping yourself, and I'm answering your question.
Speech.
Wow.
Wait, what was that?
I'm
Racist.
Very rude.
I'm just saying.
You should know this already, since you shouldn't be watching this if you haven't already, but that's Christopher Lloyd. In addition to the main cast, there are a lot of great little guest voices in the series.
Many.
Most of them older
Just two
men.
lost kids trying to get home.
Older, relatively funny. I can think of three off the top of my head that are just spoopy.
Spooky, creepy.
Should be safe here while I work.
Candy trail, candy trail.
It's not like he doesn't have other
candy
options.
trail.
He's harvesting oil.
What is your
It's not for
work
that, though.
exactly?
Fair point.
Here's mine.
Literally.
I grind the heart.
But he can waste that stick.
This is
It
my
was
burden.
for lots
This
of
guy
it.
sounds loony. Forget that.
Okay,
What are you boys
Very
whispering about?
indecisive.
we're talking about running away out of here.
Not very good. Wait.
He did give you
Greg.
express permission.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he's got that lovely fainting.
Since there was a talking bird. But... Twisting towards it. I want to be.
It's definitely the type of
Oh,
show
I didn't
where
know
when you
that.
watch it the
Did you
second
know
time,
that
like
if you
things
soak
they
raisins in
say
grape juice,
or
it
do,
turns into
or
a
just
grape?
general things
It's a
you
rock
notice that you may
fact.
not have previously.
Yeah.
Ugh, you're
In
not
this case,
helping
the
at
fourth
all.
or fifth time.
Why don't you go play with your frog or something?
Back soon for your
Hold
plan.
on there a second. For a second, I was like, wait, he has another brother?
Trail.
Yeah, new candy trail. He's willy-nilly with that candy trail.
Well, I mean, he's 8.
It's not creepy.
It's one of the creepiest moments in the whole show.
Oh, 100%.
Huh?
Responsible.
Holy moly! Hot dog!
This is the beginning of the story. He hasn't.
Oh, yeah.
The metaphor's not complete.
Boys.
All the things.
If I didn't make it clear before, Colin Dean also knocks it out of the park as a child voice actor.
This is amazing, huh?
Potatoes. Who doesn't like
He's
candy?
eating your candy.
Trail that led to this mill.
Ladders. I love the conveniently placed ladders. And door hatches.
Yep.
Ceiling hatches. That he placed there earlier. Did you notice when he placed it there?
I actually think I did this time. I noticed.
The turtle? So when they were talking, when Christopher Lloyd came over and was yelling at them,
Yep.
he put one on the turtle and then turned around and put one on where it's cape.
Yeah, because it didn't. I don't think it registered at the time. I did see it. I didn't perceive it. But then I noticed the candy was on much earlier than I ever thought it was.
Hey, where are you going?
Before, I always thought that it just kind of ended up there by accident. But
Yeah. Ain't that just the
look,
way?
we got the beast. The beast cannot be mollified like some farmer's pet.
Mollified?
He stalks like the night.
I don't.
He sings like the four winds.
Really
He
have to act.
leaves the death of hope.
Very
He
sharp.
steals their children.
Not flimsy.
He'll ruin Fix it?
Get to work.
I can't fix it. It is. Candy pants.
That's a
Whoa,
pretty cool name.
yeah! It'll work.
Gosh darn.
Cute. All right, so that's episode 1. We're just going to keep watching, but we'll tell you when to press play on the next episode.